You don't have to say yes every time you've been taught that saying yes makes you good, that it makes you kind, reliable, worthy of love. You learn that to refuse is to disappoint, to risk being seen as selfish or ungrateful. So, you say yes. You say yes when you're tired. You say yes when your body says no. You say yes when every part of you whispers, "Please don't." You say yes because you think you're supposed to. Because you think someone else's happiness matters more than your peace. Because you think your value lives in what you can do for others. But each yes you give against yourself costs you something. You feel it in the quiet of the night. The way your chest feels tight. The way your light feels dim. You feel it when you're alone and realize you don't even know what you want anymore. Only what everyone else wants from you. You don't have to say yes every time. You are allowed to pause, to breathe, to feel what you really feel before answering. You are allowed to say no, simply because it's what's true for you. No is not a failure. No is not a flaw. No is a boundary. And boundaries are not walls. They are doors that open in the right direction. When you say no to something that drains you, you're saying yes to something that fills you. When you say no to what doesn't feel right, you make space for what does. When you say no to carrying everyone else's weight, you get to stand up straight in your own life. At first, it might feel wrong. You might hear the echoes of every voice that taught you to please, to serve, to disappear. You might feel guilty, but guilt isn't always a signal that you've done harm. Sometimes it's a sign that you're breaking a pattern that never served you. You don't have to say yes every time. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to justify your needs or your limits. You can simply say no and let it stand. Because the more you honor your no, the more honest your yes becomes. Because a yes given freely, without resentment, is a gift. And you deserve to give and receive those kinds of gifts, not out of obligation, but out of choice. You were never meant to disappear behind yes. You were meant to stand here whole and choose. And even if your no is shaky, even if your voice is quiet, even if your hands tremble, it still counts. Each time you honor yourself, you build a little more trust, a little more courage. And over time, those small no's become the foundation of a life that finally feels like your own.